Morning students, welcome to online teaching session of Academic World School, Bematra. Dear student, everyone take out a notebook with pen so that whatever I am going to teach now, you can make your proper notes. Because today I am going to start a very interesting and new topic, which is arithmetic progression. Okay, chapter 5 NCERT book, chapter 5 arithmetic progression. Okay, so today we are going to study a very new concept. Okay, this is a very new concept for every one of you, that is arithmetic progression. Okay, so before direct start arithmetic progression, I want to tell you something so that it will be easy for you to understand what is arithmetic progression. Okay, so here I have written sequence. Okay, so what is sequence? First try to understand, because this is depend, arithmetic progression is depend on the sequence. So first we will understand what is the meaning of sequence, then we will come on the topic arithmetic progression. Okay, so here I have written sequence is an arrangement. Okay, a sequence is an arrangement. What is that? Sequence is an arrangement of numbers in a definite order according to some rule. Okay, so sequence is an arrangement of the numbers in a definite order according to some rule. That means numbers should be arranged in a particular manner. Okay, just see one example I am writing. If suppose that I am writing 1, 4, 9, 16 and here 3 dot. 3 dot it means that so on. Okay, so here can you identify what is the specific rule is given in the sequence? So here you can see here 1. If I am writing the square of the natural number, so square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16. Similarly, square of 5 is 15, like that. So here what is the rule? What rule we have applied? Is square of natural number. Okay, so this is called the sequence. So sequence is an arrangement. This is the arrangement. And how it are arranged? The square of the natural number. So this is called the sequence. One more example I am writing. See, if I am writing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, then dot dot and dot. This 3 dot. So can you identify what is the rule behind that? So here 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 2 5s are 2 6s are, like that. That means this is a sequence of multiple of 2. So there is a rule, and rule is that multiple of 2. Similarly, if I am writing the multiple of 3, so what we will get? 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, like that we will get. This is the another sequence. So sequence, it means that the arrangement of the numbers in a particular manner or a specific rule. Correct? Hope so you will get what I have explained now. Okay, now see this sequence. Okay, this sequence, the number occurs. So this each number, okay, this each number is known as the terms of the sequence. Okay, what is called terms of the sequence. So here 1 is known as the first term. Similarly 4 comes on the second position, so it called as second term. Similarly third term, fourth term, fifth term, and every term is separated with the comma sign. Correct? Getting my point? See, so these terms, when we are writing in a general form, so here we are writing A1, A2, A3, A4 and AN. This shows that the first term, this is second term, third term, fourth term and nth term. Is that clear? Okay. Now some very easy concept will be given here. Question will be given, write 3 terms of the sequence. Okay, write 3 terms of sequence, and any sequence will be given. An is equals to like the 2n square plus 1. Any. Okay. So how will write? Write 3 terms of this sequence. So how will write it? So for that it is very simple. Here given, what is given? An is equals to 2n square plus 1. So here n you replace by 1, 2 and 3, because here 3 terms we are going to find out. Then first you let n is equals to 1. Okay, what you will let n is equals to 1. So replace a1 is equals to 2 into 1 square plus 1. So how much? 3. So this is the first term. Similarly, n is equals to 2 you let, n is equals to 2. So what will be happen? A2 is equals to 2 into 2 square plus 1. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, and 8 plus 1, 9. Similarly, when we take n is equals to 3, so A3 is equals to 2 into 3 square plus 1. So 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18 plus 1, 19. So this 3, 9 and 19 are the first 3 terms of the sequence. I hope it will be clear to everyone. Now after that we will come on our topic arithmetic progression. So what it means? So arithmetic means that see, now AP, okay, short form of the arithmetic progression. Okay, so what do you mean by arithmetic progression? So if the sequence, okay, sequence as I have explained, so if the sequence has the same common difference between 2 consecutive terms, okay, suppose that here if the difference between a2 minus a1, that means if you are separating first term from the second term, or if you are subtracting second term from the third term, or subtracting third term from the fourth term, and if this is known as the common difference. So if the common difference between 2 consecutive terms, that means one term preceding the next term if you are subtracting, and if you are getting the same number, okay, so this type of sequence is known as the arithmetic progression. Now you can check also. Here 3 examples I have written. Can we identify any of these 3 examples are in the form of AP or not? So check it. Here see, first term is 1, second term is 4, third term is 9. Then you subtract. So here if you are subtracting, so A2 that means 4. 4 minus 1, that what we got? 3. Similarly 9 minus 4, how much? 5. Then clearly you can see A2 minus A1 is not equals to A3 minus A2. That means these common differences are not same. Are you getting my point? So these common differences are not same. So this is not in the form of AP. Okay. So this is in the form of sequence, because there is some rule behind every terms, but this is not in the form of AP. Okay, so specific rule for the AP is that the common difference should be same. Now you check second example. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. Okay, then subtract A2 minus A1. So a2 is 4. So 4 minus 2, how much? 2. Then a3 minus a2, that is 6 minus 4, how much? 2. Then you see a4 minus a3, 8 minus 6, again 2. Then you will see this all common difference. This all common difference are same. Correct? So if the common difference between any two consecutive terms, subtracting the previous term from the next term, and if you are getting same, so this is called the AP. So we can say that this example number second are in the form of AP. Similarly, you can find out the third example. So here you will see 6 minus 3. So here 6 minus 3 is 3. 9 minus 6 also 3. 12 minus 9 also 3. So we can see that this example number third is also in the form of AP. So here one conclusion we got. Okay. Here one conclusion we got. Every AP is in the form of sequence. But every sequence is not in the form of AP. Are you getting what I told? Every AP is in the form of sequence, but every sequence is not in the form of AP. So whenever question is given, so that this sequence is in the form of AP. So for AP we have to find out the common difference. If the common difference are same, we can say that these are in the form of AP. Now some example I am writing, and we will find out which is in the form of AP and which is not in the form of AP. Correct? See. Okay, see few examples. First, sequence is given 4, 10, 16, 22, then this 3 dot. Second, 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2, and so on. Then next one is minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2, and so on. Okay, and one more, 0.2, 0.22, 0.222, 0.2222. Okay, here 4 example I have written. Okay, we will check one by one. These all are in the form of AP or not. So as we know that first term is all A1, second term A2, third term A3, A4, like that. Okay, so solve first one. Okay, so this is A1, A2, A3, A4. Correct? So A2 minus A1. So what will be happen? See, A2 minus A1. Then A3, 16 minus 10. Then 22 minus 16. What will be happen? Subtract. This is 6. This is also 6. And this is also 6. So what we have observed? The common difference between every two consecutive terms. Okay? First term subtracting from the second term subtracting from the third term subtracting from the fourth term, and we got common difference are C. So we can say that this first one is in the form of AP. Okay, now see question number second. Okay, now you see question number second. So you can write this is A1, this is complete A2, this is complete A3, this is complete A4. There are 4 terms. So subtract A2 minus A1. So 3 plus root 2 minus 3. So this 3 and 3 will be cancelled. What we got? Root 3. Similarly, a3 minus a2, solve it. So 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 plus root 2. What will be happen? Open bracket first. Here I have used bracket. Do you understand why I have used this bracket? Because this is minus sign and after the two terms I am having. So that I have used bracket. So 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 minus root 2. This 3 and 3 cancel. And 2 root 2 minus root 2. How much? Root 2. Similarly, a4 minus a3. a4 how much? 3 plus 3 root 2 we are having. Minus 3 plus 2 root 2. Open bracket first. So 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 minus 2 root 2. This 3 and 3 cancel. 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. Again root 2. So what we got? Common difference in each term is root 2. So what we can say that? This is also in the form of AP. Now you see example number 3rd. This is very interesting. Okay, this is very interesting. How we can say that this is in the form of AP or not? Okay, just check. See, third one. Here A1, A2, A3, A4 all are minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2. So what will be happen? Right, A2 minus A1, then A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3. What will be happen? Minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2. Again minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2. All are same. Minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2. What we will get? So when we open bracket, minus into minus plus. So minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. How much? 0, 0, 0. Okay. So here common difference what we are getting? 0. Okay. Common difference we are getting 0. So is this sequence in the form of AP? So yes, of course. Yes. This is also in the form of AP. If the common difference is 0 in each term, so we can say that this is also in the form of AP. Correct? So this question number 4 you will solve and you will check this is in the form of AP or not. I hope it will be clear how to check AP. Okay. Now see. Now we will see the standard form of the AP. Okay. We will see the standard form of the AP. If first term and the common difference is given. Okay. If the first term and the common difference is given, then how we can find out the AP? So see here. So any AP how we can get? Okay, any AP how we can get? By adding the common difference. Okay, by adding the common difference to its preceding term, we can get the AP. Like that, if I have written 2, 4, 6, 8 as we have seen, this is in the form of AP. So you will see here common difference, that means 4 minus 2 is 2. So let's suppose if this is the first term. Okay, this is the first term. So A is 2 and the common difference 4 minus 2 is also 2. Okay, common difference is represented by the small d. So A is equals to 2 and D is equals to also 2. So if these two things we are having, so how we can find out this AP? This is the question. So for that what we are doing, common difference. Okay, common difference we will add to their previous term. So we will get the next term. Like that. First term is 2, so we have written 2. And common difference is 2. Now this common difference we will add with the first term. Okay, this common difference we will add to the first term. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Then again this common difference we will add to the 4, that is 6. this common difference again will add to the 6, it becomes 8. Are you getting my point? That means the common difference, if we are adding to its preceding term, we will get the next term. Correct? So, how we can write the standard form? So, the general form of the AP is that A plus D. Correct? This is our first term, this is our first term, this is second term. Okay, first term, what we have added? What we have added? Common difference. Then in A2 again what we will add? Common difference. So this becomes A3. Correct? So solve it. So A2 what we are having? A plus D. So A plus D plus D. How much? A plus 2D. So A plus 2D is the third term. Similarly, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, these all are the general term of the AP. That means whenever we are having first term and its common difference, we can find the AP. Okay. Now one example you write, so it will be easy to you. Okay. See. Question is that let the first term, okay, first term we are representing by A, so let the first term is 4, okay, let the first term is 4 and the common difference is 3. D is represented by the common difference. So let, if A is equals to 3 and common difference is 3, first term is 4 and common difference is 3, find AP. Find AP. So how you can find out? How you can find out? So here you write first term. The first term it is given how much? 4. Okay. First term how much? 4. Then A2. Second term. So second term, that means first term plus common difference. It means that A plus D. So 4 plus 3, that means 7. And what about third term? So third term, that means A2 plus D. So here A2, how much we are having? 7. So 7 plus 3, that means 10. Then A4, that means A3 preceding term plus the common difference. So 10 plus 3, how much? 30. So by applying this, so you will see here, this is the general form. That means A is the first term, A plus D is the second term, A plus 2D. Okay, when you simplify, A2 is equals to A plus D. So A plus D plus D, that means A plus 2D, and this is A plus 3D. So this is the general form of the AP. So every AP general form is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, then so on. Okay. Now question is that, okay, if any sequence is given, okay, like that, one example I am taking. Okay, see. If question is given, if an, okay, if an is equals to 4n plus 5, if an is equals to 4n plus 5, okay, so that question is that, so that it is in the form of AP. How you can show that? How you can show that an is equals to 4n plus 5 is in the form of AP? Okay. So for that you can apply two ways. Okay. First is that you can find out the terms of this AP. Okay, first you will find out terms of the AP. So how you can find out? First you will let n is equals to 1. So what will be happen? A1 is equals to 4 into 1 plus 5, that is 9. And then n is equals to 2. So A2 is equals to 4 into 2 plus 5. So 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 5, 30. Then you let n is equals to 3. So A3 is equals to 4 into 3 plus 5. So 4 3s are 12, 70. These all are the terms. So A1, A2, A3. We got. Now, for the specific characteristic of the AP is that the common difference would be same. So, find out the common difference. So A2 minus A1. So A2 how much we are having? 13 minus 9. Similarly A3 minus A2, which is 17 minus 13. So this is how much? 4, and this is also 4. So if the common difference we are getting equal, so we can say that this is in the form of AP. Okay. One more method how you can find out this is in the form of AP. Okay. So for that, see, AN is given 4n plus 5. Okay. You find out AN minus 1. Correct? What you will find out? AN minus 1. So AN minus 1, how you will find out? This n. Okay. Every n you have to replace by n minus 1. Okay. So here 4 and we are replacing by n minus 1 plus 5. Simplify 4n minus 4 plus 5. That means 4n plus 1 will be left. Now you will find out the common difference, that means AN minus AN minus 1. What you will do? You will subtract AN minus AN minus 1. So AN value we are having how much? 4n plus 5 minus AN minus 1, that means 4n plus 1. Then 4n plus 5 minus 4n minus 1. This and this cancel, and 5 minus 1, that means 4. So if the difference between AN and AN minus 1 term is independent of n. Okay, if the common difference between AN minus 1 is independent of n, it means that the common difference we are not getting in terms of n. Okay, or we are simply can say that this if you are getting constant term. Okay, so this will be in the form of AP. If the common difference of this we are getting dependent of n, that means including n, suppose 4n plus 3, if anything we are getting, so this will be not in the form of AP. Correct? See, now I am taking one more example, then I will explain. It will be in the form of AP or not. Okay. Let's suppose if AN equal to 2n square plus 1, 2n square plus 1, so that it is in the form of AP. It is not in the form of AP. Okay, correct? So what is our procedure? First, what we will do? Find AN minus 1. What we will do? We will find out AN minus 1. So here n we are replacing with n minus 1. So substitute here. So 2 in place of n minus 1, or here n is square, so n minus 1 whole square we will get plus 1. Simplify 2. N minus 1 whole square, that means a minus b whole square identity we will use. So it becomes n square minus 2n plus 1. A square minus 2ab plus b square. 1 square 1 plus 1. Correct? Then simplify. Bracket open first. So 2n square minus 2 to the 4n plus 2 plus 1. So 2n square minus 4n plus 3. This is the value of a n minus 1. Then common difference. So common difference an minus a n minus 1. Correct? An term, it is given 2n square plus 1. Minus, so put minus sign. An minus 1. So an minus 1, what we are having? 2n square minus 4n plus 3. Okay, then simplify. 2n square plus 1 minus 2n square plus 4n minus 3. All this sign will be changed. So here 2n square cancel. This 4n and plus 1 minus 3 minus 2. So here what we got? The difference between nth term to n minus 1 term is 4n minus 1. Here the difference you can see, this is dependent of n. Okay, difference between this both term is dependent of n. That means here n term comes. Okay, and our condition is that if the difference between these two terms is independent of n, then this is in the form of AP. But here we got the difference between these two terms dependent of n, that means including n we are getting. That's why this is not in the form of AP. I hope so it will be clear to everyone. Okay, now we will see the general term. Okay, we will see the general term or nth term of the AP. See, general term of the AP. General term of an AP, arithmetic progression. So what is the general term? So general term, okay, we will derive. So it will be easy to. Okay. See, let A1, A2, A3, A4 and An is the terms of the AP with common difference D. Okay, general term we will derive, which is An is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. But how? So for that you see how we can derive it. So first we have taken let A1, A2, A3, A4, An. These all are the terms of the AP. Okay, this is the terms of the AP with common difference D. Okay, so let, what you will do, let A1 is equals to A1 is equals to A, that is first term is equals to A, you let, correct. Then A2, what you will write? A2. So A2 second term, how we can find out? By adding the common difference in A1. By adding the common difference in A1. So we can say that A1 plus D will give us A2. So A1 is A plus D. Okay. Now see, third term. Okay, third term. So third term how we will get? By adding the common difference in second term. That means in A2, if we are adding common difference, so we will get. And then A2 is A plus D plus D. So A plus 2D we will get. Okay. See, we will see the pattern. Okay, that's why I am writing. So here see A4. How we will get the fourth term? By adding common difference in its third term. So in third term, if you are adding common difference, we will get the fourth term. This is the procedure as I have explained. So A3 is A plus 2D. A3 is A plus 2D plus this common difference. So a plus 3d we will get. One more term a5. A5 how we will get? In fourth term if we are adding common difference, and fourth term is a plus 3d plus d, that means a plus 4d. Correct. Now you will see the one pattern. Okay, here a2. So this how we can write? Okay, so here we can write a plus this d, 2 minus 1 into d we can write. 2 minus 1 that means 1, and 1 into d that means d. There is no any changes. A plus d, a plus 2 minus 1 into d. Here 2 why I have taken? Because this is the second term. Similarly here a plus 2d. So a plus 3 minus 1 into d we can write. So 3 minus 1 2, or 2 into d 2d. So this same thing we will get. So third term is a plus 3 minus 1 into d. Similarly, if you want to write fourth term, so how you can write? A plus 4 minus 1 into d. Similarly, a plus 5 minus 1 into d. So are you getting the point? Second term 2 minus 1 into d. Third term 3 minus 1 into d. Fourth term 4 minus 1 into d. Fifth term 5 minus 1 into d. If directly we want to write sixth term, so a6 how we can write? First term plus 6 minus 1 into d. Similarly, seventh term how we can write? A plus 7 minus 1 into d. Similarly, if we proceed this to the nth term, so how we can write? So nth term will be a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct. So every term, okay, a3 is how we can write? A plus 3 minus 1 into d. Fourth term a plus 4 minus 1 into d. Then if we will increase up to the n terms, so nth term will be equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, which is the general term of the AP. Okay. So in the next video I will explain how to use this general term. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, where an is the last term. Okay. A is the first term. N is the terms. Okay, particular terms, and d common difference. Correct. An is the last term, a is the first term, n is the particular terms in the AP, and d is the common difference. Okay. And the uses of this general term I will explain in my next video. Okay. So related to that, whatever I have taught now, I have given you assignment in your ERP. Go through the ERP, solve all the questions, take out the take a pic and then send it to me. I will check it. Okay. Thank you.